don't mind me, just dancing to the music, enjoying the tunes of... What is this place? Actually, wait, Rotom, what are you doing? I was getting a bit uncomfortable in the Rotom deck, so I was just shifting positions. Alright, fair enough. Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz, wait, nope, we're good. It's muted. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here with another live stream for some Wonder Trading. Hang on. Forgot to get my Roto Lotto. We're going to be Wonder Trading out a whole box full, yep, a whole box full of Ralts, all of which, you can see the stats down below. What do we get? Roto Bargains, that's quite a bargain. Hello to Trainer Ash, hello to Unknown Exposer, and Connor Jan. Welcome to our stream tonight. We'll be getting underway in a little bit for doing some Wonder Trading, an entire box full of these special Ralts. Hello to Alamgear as well. Welcome to our stream tonight. So these were the Ralts that were given out during our last Wi-Fi battle session. Well, a couple of them were given out. I'm surprised how strong mine was to fight back. But those of you that didn't actually win the Ralts, you have a chance to get one tonight during the Wonder Trading. It is, you know, random chance, of course, but they will be back in a future battle session at some point, much further down the road. We'll talk more about that as time goes on. But you have a chance tonight. I will say, well, first of all, you see they're guaranteed to have 5 max stats, as opposed to a special attack that's fluctuating. They do have the Jolly Nature, which does increase speed, dropping special attack. The hidden ability Telepathy is on them all. And the moves are Destiny Bond, Confuse Ray, Encore, and Shadow Sneak. Now, although the image does show it holding the Dawnstone, they don't all have a Dawnstone, because the thing is, you're not guaranteed to get multiple Dawnstones in the game. You can buy your Firestones, your Thunderstones, your Leaf Stones. That might be it, but Dawnstones, you only get one of them given to you in the game. The rest come from random hunting, I guess, in the Pokepelago, the Isle of Fun. And I haven't got a whole bunch of them, but I almost have a full box full. Hello to Luis Hernandez. Welcome to our stream tonight. Unknown Exposure wants to wish good luck for everyone for our Wonder session. Wonder Trade session. Hang on, why is my playback looping? We are good. Okay, sounds good. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to pop into the PC for starters. I will say, I'll drop a word in the chat when I'm starting to trade out a line of Pokemon. And when you see me drop that in the chat, start Wonder Trading your own Pokemon out. See if we can link up with each other and give some of these Ralts out to you folks. They could train up to be pretty decent Gallade. They're all male, of course, too, which is an important thing. I've almost got the Chum Bucket replenished as well. Alright, so let's go over to the Chuck Bucket, I guess. You can see here, what was I going to show you? I guess I was just going to show you the fact that they do have all the stats. They don't all have just like basic special attack. They're going to have some pretty decent special attack as well, but they are all guaranteed for max other 5 stats, and they'll be all good to go. So when I start Wonder Trading, I'm going to do one full line, go across, then I will check the Pokemon we got in return, move on to the next line. I'll tell you every time we start trading out a full line. I think there's even a perfect one in here somewhere. They're all kind of randomly just tossed in. Let me just take a quick look-see. Maybe there's not. Maybe that was given out during the battle sessions. Or maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I do know I have a perfect Weedle that bred up just today for giving out in our future Wi-Fi battle sessions. The next one, of course, won't be for a few weeks yet. I'm still breeding up the prize Pokemon for that one. Excuse me. And just with all the other streams that we have on the channel, I don't have, like, I'm not going to be able to do a battle session every week, for example. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop into Festival Plaza, get myself connected to the internet, and as we do so, I can say, there we go, it's snowing out there. Outside, it's we got a bit of another snowstorm blizzard thing going on. Not super bad, but I did just spend a little bit of time helping someone get their car unstuck, trying to push the car out from getting hung up on some of the frozen ice. That was fun, but we had someone walking their dog come by, and he just, out of the goodness of his heart, because, you know, as Canadians, we help out. Not that it's exclusive to the northern part of North America, but he tied his dog up. The two of us were just pushing as hard as we could. We could feel the car just getting to the edge, and whoo, we got it on the move. So that, plus I helped move a little bit of furniture up into my neighbor's house earlier as well, so I've had somewhat of a busy day. I also did a bunch of Pokemon going. I shouldn't say a bunch. I did a little bit of Pokemon going, but the Pokemon going that I did do, I got some pretty cool things accomplished, and I did upload onto Twitter and Instagram what I accomplished. I've got too many cords going on here. Hang on. There we go. I gotta set the game down. Alright, I'm going to grab my keyboard, let you know when we're going to start the Wonder Trading. Hello to Isaac Wolf the Fire Striker. Not sure if I mentioned it before, but you are sporting the Charizard hat for your membership to the channel. Very cool stuff. And I believe I have it set after, I think it's 6 months. It will Mega Evolve into a Mega Charizard hat. So, little ways to go for that to happen, but look forward to that in the future. Alright, so let's pop into our Wonder Trade box. And as I said, they don't all have Dawn Stones. Most of them do. In fact, where do they stop at? We got one that doesn't have one here. This bottom row does not have any. I think the rest of them all have it. Yeah, we should be good. So it looks like 7 of them don't have Dawn Stones, but they're not hard to come by, at least one at a time. A whole box full of 30, though, they are kind of hard to come by in that sense. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to say Wonder Trade, go. We're going to start Wonder Trading, and you folks Wonder Trade at the same time. Let's see if you guys can get some of these Pokemon that we trade out. That would be kind of cool. So I can point out that there's a few things on the channel right now. We just did a Pokemon TCG online live stream for the new Team Up expansion. If you guys like Pokemon TCG, check that out and see the cards that we got if you weren't here during the live stream. We have Robbie from Indiana as our first trade partner here tonight. And I'm going to see what I can do about assembling a few new decks, because I know TCG has been on the back burner on the channel for quite a little while here. But with the Team Up expansion coming out right now, I kind of want to see if I can get back into pre-building some decks. Like, you can build a deck online without having the cards you need. You just can't play the deck because you don't have the cards. But I'm going to see if I can build up some decks. We got Skelenox. That's a cool name for Duskull. I like that. So I'm going to see if I can build some decks of the new cards from Team Up. And then as time goes on, as I get some of the cards that I need, I can start showing those decks off in the videos. Alright, that was our first trade. We got a Duskull. We're going to send the second one out. So just keep trading away, folks, until you see that first line done, and then I'll recap and I'll let you know when the second line begins. And also, we've started another playthrough on the channel, a Pokemon Crystal version randomized Nuzlocke. And if you guys missed that, we've got some pretty interesting starter choices in our Crystal playthrough. I left it up to you folks to leave your comments on which starter we should choose. We've got Tios, or Tios, from California next up for our trade partner. So if you guys haven't checked out the Crystal playthrough just yet, the first episode, it went up on Friday. Feel free to check it out, leave a comment, letting me know what Pokemon you think that we should start with. And I'm also going to try and nickname Pokemon that I catch or get in the game after the viewers to make it more of a connection. Not just connecting with the Pokemon, but connecting with you folks. Like, let's say if there's a guy named Alfonso watching, and Alfonso leaves a comment, and I nickname the starting Pokemon Alfonso. If I let that Pokemon faint, I'm going to feel like I'm letting the viewer faint. And it's like, as much as you must sacrifice on occasion in a Nuzlocke, you got to play your cards just right. I don't want to lose any of my viewers if I can help it. Unknown Exposer says, you heard a joke from Vanos Gaming, which is a Canadian at the Canadian Army with snowmen because of how peaceful we are. Well, okay, we're not exactly snowmen, but we are very apologetic, I'm sorry to say. But, you know, we're very polite with what we do. I'm sure if they bombed an enemy facility, they leave a sorry note. It's gotta be done. It's the army, it's a war, it's what happens. Also, on the channel, we're still doing some post-game streams of Pokemon Conquest. Just to let you know, I won't be doing any streaming tomorrow night. I'm going to take a day just to relax and unwind and do a little bit of pre-recording for the Pokemon Crystal playthrough. Because in the past, hey, we got a pincer. In the past, my pre-recorded videos have somewhat been delayed here and there because I don't record enough in advance. I don't like to do too much pre-recording because I want to be able to answer your questions, respond to your comments in the later episodes. So if I do any bulk recording, if I record 3 episodes at once and I ask a question in the first of those 3, I'm not going to know what your responses are until the other 3 or the other 2 episodes of those 3 are done. So it doesn't feel as connected. It's more chopped up in that sense. But I might go ahead and just try. I don't know. This one's going to be an interesting playthrough in that sense, because if I do ask a question of the day every time and leave you folks to answer it, if I'm going to be choosing names, we got Karn from Texas up next here. If I'm going to choose a name from the comments, I kind of have to record every day, don't I? To go back to the previous episode and see who answered the question. Maybe I can't pre-record a bunch of stuff. If I can, I'm going to record several episodes on Sunday, but we'll play it by ear. Who knows? Alright, so we got ourselves a spinner rack for that. Nice stuff. One sec here. Boom. Alright, so let's see what we can get for our next Pokemon in response. One more alt's going out. We'll send one more out, then we'll recap what we got. So we had a bunch of Dawnstones heading out at least. And, yeah, so if you guys watched the battle session that we did, these Gallade are pretty powerful. I'm surprised at how much, how much Chuck did when we did our battles. And prepare, because next time is going to be the Steel-type gym, and Mawile is going to be the prize, which does mean I'm going to be using my own Mawile in the team. But, to be completely honest, since it's a Steel-type gym, my Steel-type choices from my main playthroughs are pretty limited, so I might not be as hard to fight next time as I was previously. Hello, Sailor Pika! Welcome to our stream tonight for some Wonder Trading. We got a Grubbin for the Ralts. Right there. We got one more Ralts to send out, and then we'll check out the first line of Pokemon. Let's see. Wonder if we're going to get any max stat Pokemon. Also, do you think we're going to sync up with any of the Twitch streamers that give out those shinies? I'm not super interested in that, to be honest, because, like, as we've kind of realized, those are not exactly the most legitimate Pokemon of all time. I'm more into the putting actual time and effort into getting your Pokemon. Which is like, so when I breed up shiny Pokemon, it's a much bigger event. It's like, that's a real one! Yes! So, we'll see if we get one of those special ones from the Twitch streams. Hello to Milk Duds Gaming. How's it going tonight for some Wonder Trading? Thanks for popping in. Hopefully some of you folks can get some of these nifty little Ralts that can evolve into Gallade. As I said earlier, they mostly have Dawnstones. If they don't happen to have one, and you do get it, they're not super hard to come by. It's just a matter of time and patience for getting them, I suppose. Unknown Exposer saying, is it just me, or is it dumb that there is no Dark-type gym? There's not, is there? We have 1% Shaggy from, was that Mississippi? Like, hey, Scoob! Let's see what Shaggy gives us. What would Ultra Instinct Shaggy be giving us? I am familiar with the 1% Ultra Instinct Shaggy, because one of my fellow classmates is all about that. And it's led to us finding a lot of the images, a lot of the, Shaggy versus Thanos kind of stuff. Shaggy versus the Grand Priest. It's all good stuff. But why Shaggy? I mean, why anybody, really? So, I mean, Shaggy is Shaggy. If not him, then who, right? Milk Dud's asking, how can you get the trade? You gotta start Wonder Trading as I start Wonder Trading. I'm gonna let you know in the chat when I begin trading out a full line of Ralts, 6 Ralts, and once I start trading, you start Wonder Trading as well. If you're lucky, you'll sync up with me and get one of these Ralts. If not, these will be coming back in a future battle stream for prizes, so you gotta stay tuned for that. So the first Pokemon we got is a serious-natured levitating Duskull, which is named Skelenox. You can't see it under the logo. I gotta change that logo spacing. I'm gonna shrink that up for the next time. We have Curse, Hex, Shadow Ball, and Mean Look. The stats are very good. And best. Not bad, really. We got a Wingull here, level 7, jolly-natured with the hydration ability, holding pretty wing. Its Growl, Supersonic, and Water Gun combo is devastating. It's got okay stats. Next is a Pinsir, bold nature with Mold Breaker at level 50. The moves are Swords Dance, Thrash, Superpower, and Guillotine. Do you pronounce that Guillotine or Guillotine? I kind of go back and forth either way. I mean, it's one of those things like Rayquaza, Rayquaza. As long as you know what it's referring to, that's the most important thing. And, okay, stats. We have a Spinnerack next at level 4, a modest-natured Spinnerack with Insomnia. No falling asleep on the job for this little guy. Poison Sting, String Shot, and Constrict with kind of okay stats, actually. Next is a hardy-natured Swarming Grubbin at level 4 with Vice Grip and String Shot. Fresh out of the wild, it seems. And from Shaggy, or Robin, technically, we have a level 1, a Rowlet, Naughty Nature, with the hidden ability, Long Reach, and it's female. I could breed those up at some point. The hidden ability Rowlet. We got Tackle, Leafage, and Ominous Wind. And stats, okay, it's got best special defense right there. If you don't know what Long Reach does, I could show you, but I know what it does. Attacks that would normally cause, you know, physical contact, that would maybe get you hit by a poison point, static, whatever, do not actually physically contact. Somehow, if Rowlet knows, like, Tackle, somehow it tackles from a distance and does not connect. Weird, right? Alright, anyway, so that is the first line. I'm going to start doing the second line in just a moment. I'll say in the chat. I know there's a delay from my talking live to what you see on the screen. But just follow along in the chat when I say trading out line 2, go. I'm trading out line 2, and you should go. Alright, as Connor Jan says, yeah, it's just pure luck. If we happen to sync up, we happen to sync up. That's part of the fun, too, the luck of the draw. Unknown Exposure says there was one episode that Shaggy stood up to a gang, and that's all you know about it. What if that one particular episode, what if that was all that led into the 1% stuff? I did see a funny thing, though. It said, who would win a battle? Ultra Instinct Shaggy or God of Destruction Scooby-Doo? We got Dan from New South Wales, Australia as our first trade partner for this line. And it showed basically Beerus from Dragon Ball Super with Scooby's head. And a brown body, of course. I don't know, but you know what? Okay. People have pointed this out. You know how fast an animal can run. Like, okay, Scooby-Doo is a Great Dane. They run pretty fast. Apparently they've been clocked at, like, what, 40 to 50 miles per hour. In the shows of Scooby-Doo, whenever you see Scooby running from something, Shaggy is also running. He's on pace, on par with Scooby. So, Shaggy can run 40 to 50 miles per hour, and you know what? We actually looked all this up in class one day because we had time. Apparently, Usain Bolt, the fastest runner in the known universe, basically, can run, I think, 27 miles per hour. Because, like, so, if the numbers are right, if I remember correctly, Shaggy is roughly twice as fast as the fastest human on Earth. If that isn't 1% of Ultra Instinct, I don't know what is. And Alemgear says he did stand up to them because he was hypnotized. So it wasn't even him. It was... Maybe that was his Ultra Instinct. It wasn't his conscious mind interacting, which is what they say about Ultra Instinct for Goku. He, like... Whis says, don't think about reacting. Let your body react. Your instincts will kick in and take over. And maybe that's perhaps what Shaggy was doing, tapping into that power source. I will say, though, what I like about Dragon Ball Super, well, one of the things I like about Dragon Ball Super, because there's a lot that I like about it, it's the fact that they named the ultimate power-up that Goku gets Ultra Instinct. You know why I like that? Because they didn't call it Ultra Valor or Ultra Mystic. They knew what they were talking about. That's a Pokemon Go reference right there. Talking up my chosen team of the yellow color with the Zapdos mascot. That's right, I'm a Team Instinct. Oh, so yeah, I can say I hatched a new baby Pokemon today. If you guys didn't see it on my Instagram or my Twitter. Let's see, he was hypnotized by some scientists and a certain word would make him brave. I mean, that's kind of cool. Almost like Popeye eating the spinach gets a power-up for him. How far behind is the chat? Depends on if you have the feed, the live stream refreshed. If you're concerned, do a refresh. Get yourself on pace right now. But I think people said it's about 30 seconds delay. So basically what you can do, wait for me to answer that question, talking through the stream, and just kind of time it out based on when you had typed it in. Best I can say. But we got a Mimikyu in a Luxury Ball. I've gotten a whole bunch of really high stat Mimikyu from these Wonder Trades. They're good for breeding partners. Fun fact, the father of all of these Ralts we're giving out here today is a Mimikyu. Crazy, no? Strange coincidences are strange. What else was I talking about? Oh, right, so I hatched one of the new baby Pokemon from one of your folks' eggs. So, people have said Mime Jr. is in the 7-kilometer eggs. Which I don't know if it would be, because as we know, hey, we've got Photon Phase from California. As we know, Mr. Mime is a Europe regional Pokemon in Pokemon Go. You can only find them in the wild in Europe. If Mime Jr. is in the eggs, that reduces the uniqueness of Mr. Mime as far as being regional, because if I hatch a Mime Jr. here in Canada, I'm going to be able to evolve into a Mr. Mime. I've already got one, though. Some friends of mine went over... no, actually, I hatched some, first of all, from when the regional Pokemon were being given out in the eggs back several months back. But also some friends of mine actually went over to Europe for a trip last year and brought some Mr. Mime back for people here. And I got one of them. Actually, I think I got 2 of them. But either way, if Mr. Mime is in the eggs, I kind of hope they release all of the other Gen 1 regionals in some way. Because that would only make it fair. With the game being almost 3 years old now, Pokemon Go, if people were going to travel the world to get those Gen 1 regionals, they probably would have done it by now. And with 3 more regions in the game since Gen 1, it makes sense if they would release the Gen 1 regionals in some fashion. Someone said maybe raid bosses could be a thing, you know, so they're not just easy to go pick up. You have to fight them and earn them that way. I'd like to see something like that happen. And maybe as Gen 5 eventually rolls in, they can do that with the Gen 2 regionals. Because I want my Heracross. I got Keaton the Heracross on my main team of Gen 2. I'd like to add him to my team in Pokemon Go. Hello to Ultra Duke Dranzer. Welcome to our stream tonight for some Wonder Trade action with these extra rolls that I have. And Dazzling Shell 101, welcome to our stream also. Hopefully you guys are here and getting a chance to get some of these Ralts, which were not earned through battle in our last battle session. But if you don't get one tonight, they will be available once again in the future when we do our big season end showdown, when I basically bring a whole team of all of the prize Pokemon from the past 6 weeks, or past 6 sessions I should say, because they're going to be spaced out more than just one per week. But it's a big showdown. However, that's when you guys get to use things like mythical Pokemon and the biggest legendary Pokemon available. That's not for quite a while. Sammy from Kansas is up next for our trade partner. Aluminum Gear's asking, does anyone here have an extra Mewtwo you can trade for a Kangaskhan? I'm assuming you're talking in Pokemon Go. If you want, if no one answers right here, you can check my Discord, which I apologize, I've not been back in there for quite some time. I am just so slack at responding to messages and stuff like that. Sometimes I forget I got the Discord, to be honest, even though I even have it on my phone. Anyway, there is a channel on our server of Discord, which we do have linked in the description, for the Pokemon Go game, so you can put some trade requests in there as well. And hello to Dusk Cinder Maya, welcome to our stream for some Wonder Trading tonight of a box full of Ralts. So that line is complete. I'm going to recap the next 6 Pokemon we got, and then I'll let you know in the chat when I'm going to start. Yep, I'm doing the basically a 3-2-1 Milk Duds. I'm not going to do it for every single Pokemon, however, because that just takes too much time, and I'm not going to spam my own chat with that. Once I send out a Pokemon, the first one here, I'm going to send the entire 6 at once. Just keep sending them. Even if I do 3-2-1, we've proven in the past you're not guaranteed to sync up with me. It is still random. Alright, we have a level 21 Staryu up first with a Lax Nature and the Illuminate ability. We Recover, Psywave, Swift, and Bubble Beam. Next is a Beldum. Oh, I see 4 marks, 4 max stats. Level 1 with an Adamant Nature, Clear Body ability. Nothing but Takedown, of course. Not bad, not bad. Could be something to work on for potential breeding in the future for our prizes. We now have the Mimikyu, level 1. Female with Brave Nature. The ability is Disguise. It's got Nightmare, Destiny Bond, Curse, and Grudge. Those are looking like some egg moves. We might see some nice stats. Or not. Anyway, next up we have a Pancham at level 26. Gentle Pancham. I don't think those exist, but it's got Iron Fist. I love it. Karate Chop, Comet Punch, Slash, and Circle Throw. We now have a Picky Peck at level 13. Bashful Nature with Keen Eye. It's got Growl, Echoed Voice, Rock Smash, and Supersonic. And finally, we got a Lapras at level 1. A Bold Nature, which I believe lowers attack, increasing defense. It's got Shell Armor for no critical hitting. And Sing, Growl, Water Gun, and Brine. It does lower attack, improve. I was going to say increase and improve defense. Alright, so we're going to go over to this line here. I'm going to say, once again, I'll say line 3, trading out. Now, boom. And start your trading, folks. See if you can happen to get it. Off and running. Milk Dud says, you probably won't get it because you're on Ultra Moon. No, basically anyone that plays Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, or Ultra Moon, they all Wonder Trade amongst each other. Think of it like my Ralts goes into the ether of the internet, and as soon as someone else's Pokemon floats up and they sync together, hey, let's swap, and then they switch places. So that's kind of what happens. We have Raymond from the Australian Capital Territory. I've never seen that location pop up in the game yet. Interesting. Also, I named them Bueller because, first of all, it sounds like Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And if you don't know that movie... Whoa! Totem Raticate! If you don't know Ferris Bueller's Day Off, it's too much to explain. Check it out. It's a funny movie from back in, like, somewhere in the 80s, I believe. Maybe early 90s, but it seems like an 80s movie, actually. And in a way, it's a pretty subdued movie. Not much happens, but it's all about what doesn't happen, sort of thing. Anyway, it's a pretty funny movie. And when you have a Gallade, when it Mega evolves into Mega Gallade, you ever notice that its arm gets that extra, like, blade at the back? And people have compared its arm at that point to looking like a dual disc system from Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! They do card duels with the blade thing. Dueler. So that's where I got the nickname from. It was kind of funny as I was going to nickname them. I had to sit there and think, what name am I going to give these Rawls? We have Leo from, where was that? I missed it. But we're getting this sent off to Leo. I was thinking, what can I call these guys? And I couldn't remember for the life of me. I knew I had one back in my Omega Ruby game because I used it in the Festive Feud online competition a couple years back. Finally, I remember the name because of that dual disc thing. Dueler. I like getting nicknames. It took me a while to think of what to nickname the members exclusive Riola that I traded out to. Finally decided on Frisket, the metallic looking dog from Reboot. Pretty tough fighter in his own right, and I thought that kind of fits. But then the trouble came of the shiny Riolu that Sailor Pika managed to pick up. And I thought, what's a yellow dog's name? Oh, let's go Odie. Odie from the Garfield comics, that's a yellow dog. Kind of funny that a tough fighting warrior Pokemon like Lucario is named after that particular dog. But that's part of the charm, maybe. Dustin Maya says, the Terrakion you got in the wormhole is perfect. It's got the adamant nature. Congratulations. Are the stats good on it? Even if not, those can be hyper-trained with the bottle caps, of course. But an adamant nature is amazing. Back before I even knew what natures were all about, I just caught things in the wild. Whatever I got as my main Pokemon. But I'm glad to see that even back in as early as Gen 3 Fire Red, the Machop that I happened to catch way back there, was it in Rock Tunnel? I think it was in Rock Tunnel. He happened to have the adamant nature. Now that he has a Machamp here in the future, he's got adamant nature as Machamp. That is awesome. Pokeflexi, welcome to the stream. Thanks for popping in. It has been a little while, hasn't it? So hi to Pokeflexi, everybody. Thanks for popping in. I'm doing pretty good, even though I hurt my leg a little bit pushing somebody's car out of the snow. We got a bit of a blizzard happening. I'll walk it off, though. Let's see. Dazzling Shell says, let's make a deal. I'll have to check that in a little bit. I'm going to let someone else choose that, though, Dazzling Shell. We're a little bit busy for me to be doing that in the chat. I got a Wonder Trade. Pokeflexi says, you would join in the Wonder Trade if I put a countdown in the chat. Well, I actually did put a countdown. Well, not a countdown exactly, but I told people I'm doing a line at a time. Because of the delay in the chat, I'm not going to be doing a countdown within the chat every single time. It's just, I don't want to spam my own chat with that stuff. But if you guys want to do some Wonder Trading as I'm trading, you're welcome to do so. And hello to Charles Jones. Welcome to our stream for some Wonder Trading. We have, you know, let's address the issue of the countdown. I have tried to do the countdown in the past. It still doesn't work. Like, maybe once out of the many times I've tried doing a countdown before doing a single Wonder Trade, maybe one time a viewer got it. But it's very unlikely it's going to happen anyway. So, when I say go, we're doing a line of 6. And basically, if that doesn't work for you, then you don't need to Wonder Trade. It's up to you folks. Alright, let's get, which is it here? 2 more left on this line. Because, like, I could start the Wonder Trade, and if it sits there for, you know, 40 seconds, maybe someone else's Pokemon gets picked up in 20 seconds. So, it is what it is. Dazzling Shell has hit rank 109. And yeah, people would love to match me in a Wonder Trade, but again, it's not going to guarantee it. So, I mean, that's the thing. Alright, we have Shauna from Oregon as our next trade partner. Let's see what we can get. I wonder if we're getting max stats here. Alright, we got a Ghastly, very cool. What did I pick up from Wonder Trade the other day? Someone actually sent me Pumpkaboo and it evolved into Gourgeist. That was pretty nifty. Alright, we got one last Ralts to trade out from this line, then we'll do a recap on what we got. Was that a shiny Vulpix? I did not even pay attention. We'll check that in just a moment. Look at this last Ralts of this line sent out, and then we'll recap. You know, it seems slightly different, but I didn't think too much of it. We'll find out in just a moment, though. And Milk Dud says, the thing is, you're seeing late, like when I send something in the chat, you still see me typing. Try refreshing your chat window. If you have it popped out as a separate window. I usually do that myself. If not, just refresh the YouTube page and make sure you are up to speed in sync there. What's this? The Godly Sea? Something like that? What is that? The Godle Sea? I don't know what that name is. But let's see what they send our way. In a nest ball, we got a Slowpoke. Just a simple Slowpoke, but it could have some good stats, who knows. Alright, so that is line 3 complete. Let's see what we got. Do we have a shiny Alolan Vulpix is the question. Let's find out. So hold your Wonder Trading right now, folks. I'll pop in to the next line. And what I will do, we'll give that go thing a try, as Pokeflexi is saying. This next line, and maybe the last line, I'll say go. And if a couple of you get one of these last 2 lines of Ralts that we send out, we can give it a try. We'll see how things go. Alright, so first we have the Totem Raticate. What's your name? Ratatak. That's the French name. I like that. A naughty-natured Totem Alolan Raticate with the level 20 thick fat ability. It's got Burt. It's got Burt, Pursuit, Hyperfang, Assurance, and it is a Totem. Of course, we got some max stats right there. We have a Wingull up next, level 13, Brave Nature with Hydration, Growl, Water Gun, Mist, and Wing Attack. Next, have an Abra, level 1 with the nature of Timid. We got Magic Guard, Teleport is the move, and oh, not bad, Special Defense and Speed. So, is it shiny? No, it's not shiny. It's a regular. I thought it might have looked a little bit different. Level 1 with Timid nature. It's got Snow Cloak, Disable, Moonblast, Freeze Dry, and Encore. I see a bunch of 6s on the stats. It's not bad. A few max stats right there. Next up is a Naughty Levitating Ghastly at level 7 with Hypnosis, Lick, and Spite. Best HP. Very cool. And we have a Slowpoke at level 7. Modest Nature with Oblivious ability. Curse, Yawn, Tackle, and Growl. And kind of basic. Alright, so I'm going to let you know in the chat. I'm going to say preparing for line 4. Watch for go. That way when I type the word go, I'm going to send out. So when I type go in the chat, I'm going to click yes. You guys go ahead and click yes at the same time, and let's see if that works for us. So let's go. Boom. I didn't fully capitalize go. That's a good go. Let's do it. Let's see if it works. Pokeflexi says, you are joining with 3 devices. Someone should get either of us. Well, hopefully. What are you Wonder Trading out today? Is there a specific species, or is it just what you have? Not a problem, Pokeflexi. Like I said, we'll see how well it goes. I haven't had good experience with it in the past as far as improving the chances. So who in the chat is from Nagano, Japan? Do we have someone in the chat from Nagano, Japan? We might, actually, for all I know. But let's see what we get in return. So, I guess, okay, I was going to say, so when Pokeflexi, when you do these Wonder Trades, how often do you sync up with the viewers? Because I was going to say, that could give us an idea of how frequent it is, but then it comes down to how many viewers you have, too. Because my channel, we're still little, so it's less likely that we'd have a viewer that syncs up with us, basically. So, I mean, we'll see how things go. You're trading some random shinies, some battle-ready shinies. Okay, random stuff. Sounds good. We'll see if the name pops up. Let's go again. Beep. And see what happens. Again, it's just, I feel like, okay, I don't know if it works like this or not, but I would think the more chats that happen, the more it inflates the viewership, perhaps, or the chance that other people see the stream or whatever. And I'm a humble guy. I don't want to, like, artificially inflate anything that does that. Because from what I understand, likes and comments improve videos being shown to new people on YouTube. I don't really know how it works exactly, but we got Ronan as our next trade partner right here. So I don't know, it's like I figure if I put a bunch of comments in my own chat, does that artificially inflate the chance of people seeing it? And it's just, I don't know. I'm weird like that. Let's see, Milk Duds was off by 2 seconds. Dusk says if lurkers get Chaz saying you got one is helpful. And so Pokeflexi, but you used 4 devices at your stream. So you got a match 1 in 3 trades. Okay. But yeah, you had like multiple devices too. That's the thing with me. I've only got just the one game here. And to be honest, all these Pokemon are bred specifically in-game, running up and down that nursery, trying to get the proper eggs hatched up. These are all max, or 5 max IV, male, hidden ability, Ralt. Those take forever to breed. And I'm going to drop my stylus. Oops. We have Eli from Alabama as our next trade partner. So if I was to have multiple devices, I can't even imagine how long it would take to get a full box on multiple devices, let alone just the one game card that I've got. And yeah, Sailor Pika says, we did sync up at one time and we did some Chimchar Wonder trading. That was cool. Dusk and Maya got Flexi 3 times, once during a stream. Sounds cool. But yeah, so like that's another thing like their Pokeflexi saying, the more devices that you got, the more chances that they have to sync up. So that might be part of the reason for that as well. Like I said, of course, the more viewers, it's more possible to match with a viewer, but it doesn't really matter in the end. There are always random people all over the world who would like a good IV Pokemon. Funny you say that, because as I'm breeding up some other prize... Did I even not say go for that last one? I'm sorry. I messed up. Go! There we go. Alright. I've already lost track of what I'm doing. But as I'm wonder trading out some Pokemon that have like 5 max IVs that don't match the prize Pokemon I want to give for our next session, I've gotten them right back from that same person right away. And it's like, you don't want my Pokemon? Well, here, take the other one I'm giving you. You're going to keep one and like it. It's kind of funny. Bit of a blow to the chest kind of thing where someone gives back. Hey, we got Moon from British Columbia. I believe I've seen that name. This might be one of our viewers. If I did just link up with somebody, let me know in the chat. What nature is the Ralt? Asked Dusk. It is jolly natured. Yes, it's right next to the IV hexagon on the layout down below. So jolly nature, which does, as you see beneath, improve speed, dropping special attack. Kind of what you want for a Gallade. You might want maybe adamant nature, but I think if you get a outspeeding Gallade, like if you want a good example of how these Gallade can be used, check out the most recent battle session on the channel where I did use one of these myself. Alright, let's get this one. Oh, I said Goes. The coming of Gozer is here. And Pokeflexi, you'll be at every single Wonder Trade stream. Awesome, thank you very much, I appreciate that. We're probably going to be only doing one every few weeks to maybe every month, because I'm taking a 3D animation course at this point in time, which does eat up a lot of the free time that I've had recently. We got Vontae from Illinois as our next trade partner. So, given how my time is somewhat limited, I'm kind of having to stretch things out a little bit, but at least that doesn't overwhelm people too much with too many streams as well. I feel like I don't want to keep, you know, forcing myself onto people with constant live streams and stuff like that. For one thing, it's cool just to have some downtime, just go home and relax and stuff. But I also, like, there's sometimes I feel like I'm doing a live stream every day this week. Do people want me on screen that much? But I guess in the end, it's up to the viewers if they want to come here for each stream. So I shouldn't be too concerned, if I can help it. Alright, let's go with the last one right here. Trade this one out and see what happens. Let's see. Pokeflexi, you say, sorry for the English, it's not your main language. I would not have known. I'm following your words very clearly. I barely even talk good English much times. So, you're in good company, I'll give you that. And you missed the Wonder Trades on YouTube. Do you, oh, we got Cohen from New South Wales. Didn't we just have someone from there? I think we might have. Do you still do Wonder Trading elsewhere, or have you stopped doing it, or how do you do the Wonder Trading right now? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen your name pop up, but maybe not for a little while. I'm not sure. Let's see. So you say that I'm very sympathetic. Well, thank you. I try. and talking to the viewers and answering the questions. That's another good thing where my channel is still pretty small. Eventually, I would like to see it, you know, explode into a much bigger channel. But we're still small. My chat is not going by super fast. I miss the occasional message here and there, but it's not really too bad. I can keep up with most of what people are saying. Alright, so that line, I don't think we got anyone in the chat, but we're still going to give that last line a try with the saying of the go. And if you guys want me to keep doing that in the future streams, I guess we'll give it a try. As long as you don't feel like I am spamming my own chat with the word go. Because like I say, I don't want to feel like I'm spamming, basically. I tell people not to spam themselves. I don't want to be a hypocrite and do it anyway. Let's move on and get our recap of this line. A level 1 Abra, first up, serious nature with inner focus. It can teleport. Wow! That's not bad for breeding potential. Next up, we have... You can't see the name. G-g-g-g. Wait, you know what? I'm going to show you the name. Where's my cursor? I can just put this over the layout for a second. G-g-g-g-g. Alright, we have a G-g-g. A Zorua, level 10, with the hardy nature. Ability is illusion. Scratch, leer, pursuit, and fake tears. They should get fake leers. That'd be a cool move. Next is... Oh. A Baniri at level 4 with the mild nature. It's got the ability of Klutz. We have defense, curl, splash, pound, and foresight. Do not sleep on that move, splash. If you Z-crystal that, you triple boost your attack stat. And... kind of moderate stats, not too bad. We have a Caterpie, though. Up next at level 3, the nature is lax. It's got the shield dust. Tackle and string shot are the moves of choice. Nice little shield shape, the V shield shape of that hexagon. Now we have another Beldum. That's our second Beldum tonight. Docile nature, clear body ability. It's at level 1 with takedown. Maximum special defense, and a Wingull to round out that line. A mild-natured level 6 Wingull with the keen eye ability. It's also holding a pretty wing. That's pretty cool. It's got growl, water gun, supersonic, just like that last one, and kind of moderate stats overall. All right, so let's get the last line ready to go. And as I said, I'll say the word go and start trading it. Wait, get myself ready. And as I click enter, I'm doing click. Boom. Alright, that's as synced up as I can possibly make it. Let's see, so Pokeflex, you took a break from YouTube. People left you because of the Let's Go game. Well, in real life, you ate a lot of your time. I totally get that. Like I was saying, for a while there, before I started my course, I had nothing but free time. I could, depending on my internet connection at the time, I could just be sitting here live streaming a bunch. I had a bad connection back then. It's still not super amazing, but it's actually a lot better now than it has been. But then, of course, life came up. My school is now taking a lot of my time, a 9 to 5 school day sort of thing. So it does limit my streaming, even though, hey, a totem gumshoes. A couple of verdant cavern totems have come our way in this stream. Not bad. But, yeah, so it does kind of slow things down a little bit. But, I mean, life happens. You gotta roll with it. And... Dusk Cindermaya says, you miss Pokeflexy streams because you're a decent guy, but we all need a break. That's true. On occasion, like, I've had to take breaks on occasion, too, where it's just like, like I said, tomorrow, I'm not going to do any streaming just because I feel like just relaxing. I've streamed... Did I stream every night this week, I think? I think I have. Alright, trade, go, boom. So, yeah, a nice day off to actually pre-record maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Pokemon Crystal Randomized. I might just do the one. I want to sort of be more up to speed, in sync with the questions of the day. So, yeah, again, we'll play it by ear, but I think I'm definitely gonna record one to have uploaded for Monday. We have Zumbao from the Canary Islands in Spain. That is cool. I love the international trading. And Pokeflexy says it's even more professional to tell your viewers when you're about to trade. People want to match with the streamer without a countdown. It's not possible. Well, it is possible, but maybe not as possible. Because, like I said, it's still, like, random. It's all a matter of say, like, if I trade at one time and I say go and everybody else trades at one time, I'm still not going to sync up with everybody is the problem. But maybe you could link up with one person at that instance. Alright, let's get... What's this one? Only got 4 left to go. I didn't click that. Boom. Alright, and... Go! There we go. Let's see. Dusk Sinner Maya and Milk does keep getting people from Japan. That's interesting. I've got a couple so far. Japan again. Freaky Zombie asks, does me or anyone here want to do 6 versus 6? Well, we're not doing any battling tonight. I will be doing some battling in the future, in a couple weeks' time, for some more prize Pokemon being given out. They are going to be Mawile, and they are going to be 5 max stats. With, we got Tome from Latvia, who wants shiny Pokemon. Fight! We got, Mawile, they're going to have max stats, they're going to have hidden ability, they got some pretty interesting egg moves, and they got a pretty decent nature. So we'll have that ready to go in a couple weeks time or so. I got to breed a whole box up. Dazzling Shell has a Pokédex quiz time there for you folks. And Pokeflexi asked, do I have a Discord server? A Discord account or server? Yes, I do actually. I have it linked in the description, I believe. Let me just make sure I know what I'm talking about. Yes, I've got my Discord server linked down below in the description. If you do want to do me a promotion, I wouldn't say no. I'll put a link to yours as well. If you want, like, if you drop a, you can drop your Discord link in the chat if it does take it, and I'll do a little link over as well in my Discord. That way, also people here can check it out. All right, so let's get this Ralts off and running. Milk Dudge has got a Joltik. That's cool. I like Joltik, actually. For the longest time, we didn't have a bug electric type, and now we have, like, what? 4. Joltik, Galvantula, Charjabug, and Vikavolt. That's pretty cool. So Milk Duds Gaming is yours. Okay. Oh, wait, no. I thought you were saying that was your Discord. And I thought, wait a minute, but we already got Milk Duds here. So it looks like we got Pokeflexi and Milk Duds have linked up. Very cool. Yeah, it can happen. But no one's linked with me yet. We got a Drampa. That's cool. So if anybody wants to battle Freaky Zombie, a 6v6, they've dropped their friend code in there. Also, another little shout out to my Discord server. I do have a channel on the Discord server for the 3DS games. You can drop your code in there so you can sync up for some battles or trades over there as well. And Milk Duds saying, what did you get for the Joltik? Well, you traded it out. You should know, Milk Duds. But you could just be trading random stuff. Perhaps. Alright, the next to last one being sent out right now. And just a reminder, if you do not happen to get a Ralts tonight during this Wonder Trade live stream in a little while, I say little meaning probably a few months at this point, we'll be doing another Wi-Fi battle session, what I call the Season End Showdown, where you bring a whole team of 6 versus me and my 6 Pokemon. And this box of Ralts will be replenished by then, as well as the other 6 boxes of Pokemon. Hey, I got some from Japan too! And these Ralts will be available for prizes once again for victorious opponents on the battlefield. But leading up to that point, we're going to have another, what do we need? Another 5 more Wi-Fi battle sessions to finish off the Johto Trainers, the Johto League gyms, basically, and the first 2 gyms of the Sinnoh League. Alright, so we got a Rattata as our next one. And let's see. So do I trade out just the 1 box tonight? Yes, I do, because to be honest, it takes forever to breed these up. I was kind of lucky to get a full box added, or, you know, loaded up for this stream tonight. Getting the right hidden ability, the right IVs, and the right nature, and all that stuff to get just male Ralts takes forever. Alright, the last one being sent out right now. Let's see if anyone can get this one. This one does not have the Dawnstone, because that's another thing. Those take forever to get from the Pokepelago. It's all random if your Pokemon happen to find it on the Isle of the Isle of Fun. But that's another thing. I gotta make sure to replenish those for our next season end showdown thing as well. That's quite a ways away. I should get plenty of Dawnstones by then. Alright, let's get one last trade partner. Another New South Wales player, Shayna. Or Shauna? I think it'd be Shayna. So that's our last one being sent out tonight. I don't think anyone in the chat did get one tonight, unfortunately. But you guys stay tuned for some more stuff on the channel, and we'll be doing some more giveaways. I'll also give a little promotion to the channel. If you guys want to join as a member, well, first of all, you can subscribe to get your regular Pokemon content from the Professor. But you can also join as a member. And for your membership subscription, you get such things as every month a specially bred Pokemon just for members as a little bonus contribution for supporting myself and the channel. You also get Pokemon TCG Online code cards at least once per month. Usually, probably will drop a couple. And pretty much guaranteed at this point. You get a guaranteed Pokemon Go gift every week, but at this point, with just a few members, I'm giving one every day because I have the time and the resources to do that. So let's take a look at this last line of Pokemon. We got the Totem Gumshoes at level 20. The nature is mild. It's got the adaptability ability. And Sand Attack, Odor Sleuth, Bite, and Bide. I mixed those two up. 4 max stats. That's not bad. We have a Finneon at level 17, a Lonely Nature with Storm Drain ability, Water Gun, Attract, Rain Dance, and Gust, fantastic speed and special defense. We now have a Lillipup at level 11, Mild Nature with Pickup ability, Tackle, Odor Sleuth, Bite, and Baby Doll Eyes. We got that Drompa, which it's cold as ice in a fastball. It's got the Hasty Nature, the ability is Sap Sipper, level 43 with Sleep Talk, Double Team, Rest, and Bulldoze. Does it learn those naturally, or are those TM moves? Because those seem pretty, well, Sleep Talk and Rest actually seem pretty in sync. We next have a Rattata at level 8, a Alolan form with Hasty Nature, Hustle ability. We got Tackle, Tail Whip, Quick Attack, and Focus Energy, maximum speed. And last but not least is Meryl at level 1. A huge power Meryl, Lax Nature with Tackle, Water Gun, Water Sport. Very nice IVs on our last Pokemon of the night. But that is going to be an end for our Wonder Trade session. That is the whole box of Ralts. So if you didn't get one from this stream here or the previous battle session that we did, we'll have more coming up in the future. But the next Pokemon we're going to be giving out is Mawile for the Steel-type Steel-type gym based off of Jasmine's gym in Olivine City of the Johto region. And as we get further into our battle session, I'll be asking for your feedback on the community tab. I'll put up polls for the other types. The next type is going to be Ice-type. We're not ready to choose a Pokemon just yet for that, but I'll put a poll up at some point. Get your guys' feedback on what Ice-type should we give out as the prize Pokemon for Ice-typing. Alright, did I miss anything in the chat? Pokeflexi says, thanking me for a whole box of an awesome, is that Breedject Ralts? Oh, Project Breeding, I'm assuming, I think. TM says Dust Cinder Maya. It seems like TM's, right? And Let's Make a Deal has a YouTube channel. Cool, says Dazzling Shell. And Isaac Wolf saying, good night, folks, and Chaz. Milkduds asking, how can you stream off the DS? If you mean, well, DS or 3DS, you need to have actually a piece of equipment installed, which allows your game to connect to the computer, and it can just feed your game broadcast in that way. But that's going to be it for tonight. I don't know if there'll be anything on the channel tomorrow. I might have tomorrow as like a day of relaxing and just taking care of life, chores, fun stuff, you know. But if I do any Pokemon going, which I'll probably try to do, I'll get some of that stuff recorded, and any noteworthy events I'll put up on my Twitter or my Instagram, which are also linked in the description, such as the 100% perfect Tauros that I happened to get today. Nice find in the wild. Also, I caught my first Glameow of the Gen 4 current update, and I hatched a Bonsly, which is pretty cool. 2 new additions to the Pokedex, and another 100% Pokemon. Very cool stuff. Alright, but thank you folks for hanging out for the stream tonight. Stay tuned. I'm probably going to do a stream Monday night for Pokemon Conquest because I'm almost ready to take on 2 more kingdoms, see if we can push further north, get more of the Ransai region taken care of, and I'm thinking I might end off the Pokemon Conquest live streams next week, unless you guys do really want me to keep going with it. I'll keep doing it, but I do have another game that we can get into, which might keep things interesting and fresh on the channel, so we'll see. But all of next week, I plan to try to have 1 episode of Pokemon Crystal randomized Nuzlocke up on the channel, so we can see all sorts of, like, what are we gonna find on Route 1? What are we gonna have in the first gym? I wonder. But anyway, that's for another time. So I will say, I do have an outro now for our videos. If you saw it in the Pokemon Crystal Pokemon Crystal video. I don't have it set up here yet, but I do want to sort of lead out with those outros from now on. I'll get to that. I also want to make an intro for the streams, too, but we'll get to that. For the night, that's going to be it. I'm going to go and sit back and relax for a bit. Maybe breed up some more of those Mawile. So again, thank you folks for hanging out. Thank you to Pokeflexi for popping in and hanging out and trading some Pokemon with some of our viewers as well. And thank all of you for watching and participating as well. But I'm gonna start rolling. Thanks again for watching. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good evening, and depending on what the weather's like in your area, stay safe. Don't get your car stuck and get needed pushed out by professors, because professors don't want to be doing that. No, to be honest, I didn't mind. The car actually pushed out easier than I was expecting. So that's a plus. Alright, have a good evening, one and all.